Happy February, everyone. Thank you so much for coming back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Joanna the Medium. These are going to be readings for February 2018. They are general readings, so I tap into various aspects. What I focused on the most was to give you information that will ultimately help you become a stronger individual that is able to create your abundance, your joy, and your happiness. So I always have that in mind, and Spirit will always give me information that will help you understand yourself on a much deeper level, and also help you understand where you're going and what it is that you might do in order to help you accomplish certain goals. The energy of the eclipse of January 31st came into play in these readings, and I actually talk about that extensively on the last radio show, which I have posted, and I think the link is down below for you, where I do readings and conversation with Amma, and in a second hour we talk about how the January 31st eclipse affects us personally and also globally. And I actually channeled some messages from Spirit about this eclipse, which I'm not an astrologer, and I'm confirm it, so that was actually quite neat for me. So if you want to listen to it, do so. That link is down below, and because that energy will definitely affect you for the next 6 months, and I saw the effects of it in all the readings, including the relationship readings. So many things are leaving because we are being prepared for something bigger, for something new, for something more exciting. So you might have noticed the shift of energy the last few weeks. I certainly have, which is why these videos are late, but they will also keep these energies, the shifts will transpire throughout the next 6 months or so, I've been told. These are general readings, so they may not make sense to you right away. They almost never make sense to you at the beginning, so please listen to them at the end. Also, the love readings, which I go into detail about relationships of any sort. If you would like to have that for the entire 2018, that link is down below for you, so go ahead and go there. And I think that's all I have. I want to wish you wonderful Valentine's Day if you celebrate it. If you don't, I wish you wonderful February regardless. And without further ado, of course, if you would like a private session, that information is down below. But without further ado, let's start off with your general February readings. And of course, listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, because they will often add way more information than the sun sign reading. So without further ado, let's move on to readings. Hello, beautiful Libra. This is going to be a reading for the month of February 2018, general reading. I have, when I do these readings, I focus on giving you information that will ultimately help you become much more empowered individual, and helping you get the tools so that you can deal with things better, but also to have a greater understanding, because that always leads to a more empowered you, which then leads you to more ability to create anything you want. So with that said, the entire reading, you have the entire energy, you have an energy of an 8, which is all about strength. Think about, and I just did your relationship reading, and that number also showed up with the same message. So it's interesting, because I think for some of you this general reading will apply to relationships, which was evident, but for some of you it's going to be career oriented or health oriented. Point is, the month of February is going to give you it's going to give you the strength to do what it is that you need to do in order to deal with a choice or decision, not necessarily a bad one, regarding money or relationship. So that was being shown to me very clearly. It also shows me that there's a potential of changes, but all these changes are meant to help you expand. So this is about expansion through changes, and obviously when the environment changes, we inevitably move past our boundaries, or past our, I should say, comfort zone, and that moment where we are going beyond what we know or are comfortable with, it can create a bit of trepidation, because we don't know. That's why the number 8 is being shown as an energy to help you deal whatever it is you need to deal with. For some of you, this is about gathering your strength and showing yourself that you have the strength to deal whatever it is you need to deal with. I heard the word not organization. What was it I heard? Nation. I wrote something down. Okay, organization. I did hear that. What did I write here? Sometimes when I write channel writing, I cannot read a thing. Okay, I'm just going to move on. It's going to bug me. Ambition. Thank you. Okay, so for some of you, this is about ambition. The word ambition is coming up. Apologies for that. So what does this mean, ambition? Many of you will be summoning your strength in order to follow what it is that you desire, because your ambition to get there, you have this ambition to get something done. So the word ambition was said to me, and I don't often use that word. Already talked about the numbers. Let's start with the card. So the card that represents the theme or the focus for February, we have the card of the world or the universe. This card came out twice, I believe, in your relationship reading. So again, it is consistent. What this is saying to me is that you are about to come full circle and complete a certain aspect of your journey. This is a happy, positive thing. It is to do with hard work and relationships, because I said, what is this about? You got the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is about hard work. It's about collaborations. And it feels like you will be entering a time of your life where those will become possible for you. It also says here that you will be ending a very karmic cycle regarding relationships and collaborations. And collaborations are typically relationships. But it's also about work. It's about finding something that you that gives you initial feeling of safety and security. So this is all about hard work. It's about working on your craft. It's about expanding. Here's the number 3 again, and this is in a physical form. So whether it is about you expanding your family, and I don't think that's the typical card for it, but that's what I'm getting. Whether it's about expanding your finances, whether it's about expanding your home, your bank account, whatever it is, the fruition isn't here yet, but you are in the process of creating it. This card also represents travel. So some of you will be traveling to work. Some of you are going to think about traveling. Some of you will be looking for opportunities in various different places. Point is, there seems to be a point of direction regarding financial growth, financial sustainability, and also family matters. And also I want to say health. So what are you leaving behind that is influencing this energy? Well, you have the Four of Coins. So this is a card of money, but this could also be health and also relationships. What this is saying to me is that you are leaving a past behind that made you feel unsuccessful. And this is mostly to do with stability, either in relationship, financial, or at home. Or health. Stability. Financial stability, that's what I want to say. Some of you come from a lack of stability, but you're leaving this behind. And when I asked, tell me more about information about this, I got the Ace of Pentacles. So you've got all the pentacles here, all coins. There's a lot of stuff around careers and money. Something has ended, but this is in the past. This has already happened. It's not that it's going to transpire in February. For the most part, energies do, they don't end at a certain date. But it's telling me here that you are leaving behind and most likely a financial insecurity or relationship insecurity or health that wasn't great. And particularly with the financial security, which is work or relationships, you're leaving it behind because you have ended something or something has come to an end. But that's in the past. What will be? So what's going to happen around the month of February? Well, you have the card of death first and foremost. It is shown in reverse. All this is saying here is don't try your best not to resist the changes that are happening. Okay, now what could this mean? Some of you, this will be overcoming some major obstacles that transpired for some reason last year. And I'm talking about August. For some reason, I don't know what that means, but August is being shown. The death is about, well, transformation. It's major transformation, and you've got the universe card or the world card, and that's a completion. And in order to complete something, we need to go through, oftentimes through a transformation, or a transformation allows us to complete something. And whenever we have major changes in our ability to understand things, it's because it's coupled with circumstances that require us to dig into our strength, our belief, our vision, whatever it is, to help us get through in order to accomplish something. And the word ambition comes again. So if there are any changes in your life or have just happened, you will be going through these motions, and you are being asked not to resist whatever is changing, because it's changing for the better. When I said, what is this regarding? Interesting. You have the Queen of Swords. So a couple of things. This may be a major shift or change around a female who is very intellectual, or this marks a time of a transformation where you, how do I say it? I'm just going to see the vision here. So for some of you, you're extremely intellectual, and it looks like the transition you're going through is going to challenge you intellectually, but also emotionally. But for some of you, it's to do with the intellect. That's part of the message. The other one is someone in your life who represents the qualities of a very sharp mind, male, female, it doesn't matter. But it is someone who is very sharp and very intellectual. I said, show me more information. And you got the Knight of Wands. So I feel like this individual is very hot-headed, or this individual wanted to start something. There's fast action with this person. So either this person is acting very hastily towards you, and you need to take care of it, or this person wants something from you. That's the best way to describe. What does this person want? I feel like this person wants your attention, and they're going about this the wrong way. This could be your boss, this could be your partner, this could be your friend. This could be many different people. It feels family connected to many of you. There is a transformation regarding this person. That's the best way that I can describe it. Let me just see if I can tune in more to the Knight of Wands. For some of you, this is a person who's blocking you from moving forward. And this could be a work boss, could be anybody. But for some of you, I just heard it's someone who is blocking you from moving forward, either in a career, a realization of your goals, whatever it is. And there's a need for you to look at this. Now, I asked for what's the prescription that you have for them in order to deal with this. You have the Emperor in reverse. So Emperor in reverse is someone who doesn't feel in control. This card will represent you because this is the major arcana. Notice it's number 4. Number 4 is about stability. So you may feel in the month of February like your stability is being uprooted. That's how I'm going to say it. Uprooted, there's another word, but I can't quite find the word. And what they're saying here, because I said, what do you want me to know more about this? You got the Chariot. So what I feel here is that despite the fact that you may feel, because this is a card of not being in control, and this is a card of total control. So some of you will feel like you'll feel like you're not in control. And that's an illusion. So you actually do have control. You just need to figure out ways of exercising it. And the Chariot says, regardless of you feeling this way, you have to trust. You have to trust and you have to move forward. And this is about having focus. So if this is a relationship matter and somebody, and you're leaving an unstable situation, don't resist the changes. Though these changes may make you feel slightly off and insecure, you're being guided to move forward fearlessly with your goals. Now, first you have to figure out what your goals are, right? But you have ambition, goals, same thing. So you need to figure out what your goals are. And the movement forward, be guided by your curiosity. What does this mean? If this is regarding a transition or a move to a different environment or different work or career path, they're saying become curious. It's almost like see if there's more for you to experience than that which you already know. And again, if it's with a relationship, maybe see if there is, if you can, maybe see if your idea of relationship needs to change. And incidentally, I believe that exact message was said to you in the relationship reading. It's also about feeling totally good about yourself. So if you have doubts, if you have any sort of challenges around trust yourself or towards somebody else, you're being asked and urged to find ways to become, I want to say in control, but control is not the right word. To become the master of your own destination. Because this person, this Chariot, he's moving forward fearlessly. He's also moving forward with horses, or with the help of horses. Horses to me are very intuitive. So what I feel here is that you're being asked to be guided by your intuition, which will allow you to feel stronger and regain the control that you feel you may have lost, albeit temporarily. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you. Now, additional cards. You've got the Yin card. This is about action. This is not about waiting. This is not about daydreaming. This is about action. You have the ability to create whatever you need. It's time for action. The word ambition comes in again. This is card number 1. So this is a brand new beginning. This is the equivalent to the Magician in a traditional tarot deck. So the message here is it's time to start manifesting what you want. And in order to do that, you need to figure out what your ambition is, what your goal is, so you can move forward towards it. Listen to your intuition, you'll be guided, okay? Additional 2 cards I pulled. You have Cultivation, beautiful deck in reverse. So for some of you, this is what this is saying to me. This is going to be about work. I feel like some of you are either will be guided to learning something new, or you need to develop new skills. Because it's shown to me in this position, it tells me that there is either disregard for skills or you do not have enough skills, and hence why you're feeling stuck or not in control. So this card, this message says, find something that inspires you. Find something that will allow you to feel much more solid with who you are. And it has to do with skills. Now, skills are not just things we do for work. Skills are things like understanding ourselves, understanding our emotions, being able to be collaborative with people. Skills, there's different ways of having a skill. But I feel this is a skill that will help you promote yourself, but also a skill that will help you engage in relationship, if it's relationships, in a different way, in a better way, in a different form. So this is about learning. This is time for learning, and most importantly, spending time to do so, because you can never learn something on the fly. It just doesn't work that way. I'm looking at the colors here. You've got a lot of red. Red is all about stability and security. So for some of you, this is going to be financial. Some of you may be going to school, or you may be finally going, okay, I'm going to do my work, but I'm going to decide to find a hobby that I really, really enjoy. There is purple here, which tells me, again, be guided by your intuition to what that is. Financially speaking, monetary speaking, maybe it's time for you to do something that you love and enjoy versus something that doesn't feel so great, okay? And the next card you have, last but not least, you have steadfastness, and it's in reverse. And again, what this is saying to me is that you may feel slightly off kilter, and despite feeling that, do whatever you can to work towards, again, your desired goals. So this Ganesha is sitting on this elephant. So elephant, to me, I love, love, love elephants. To me, they're just absolutely magnificent creatures. They're so wise and so trusting. This elephant is riding on an elephant. What this is saying here is, and elephants are strong. They're the largest mammals, I do believe, that we are aware of, that we have, still do. So this is about focusing on your inner power, your inner strength, your gifts that you will be cultivating, your intuition, which we talked about. This is about moving forward. It's about creating, but most importantly, it's about trusting that everything comes in the right time and trusting your intuition. Notice there's a lot of purplish pink. There's a lot of love here, so this could be regarding relationships. There's lots of yellow here that I see, and a lot of green. Let me just see what the trunk is red. Okay, so a lot of it will be to do with stability and creativity. Okay, there's a lot of grounding energy in this particular card. But think of an elephant, strong, resilient, ginormous, beautiful animal. And that animal has strength, but it's also very, I don't want to say delicate, very, not delicate, sensitive. Animals in general are, but elephants are extremely sensitive. So, thank you. For some of you, your sensitivity is your strength. It's not your weakness. Okay? So that's how you may want to look at it. I hope this makes sense. He's showing me coming full circle, which is the universe, the world card. And I want to say for some of you, congratulations. I want to say to some of you, pat on the back for work well done. And I feel you left something behind, or you're about to leave something behind, but this is a good thing. I hear no regrets, no regrets. And I hear the word transition. Whatever is transpiring, whatever is changing, don't resist it. When we shift, it's like our skin is being taken off, like our identity is being removed. That's because you have completed a certain chapter and you're going to be the person no more. You're becoming something better, different, much more opulent, much more fundamentally strong, and all the wonderful things that we want to be. And when I see the death card, it's a spiritual death. It is literally a shift to who we think we are. It's a shift to our ego. And that can be very scary because if, you know, our ego is what makes us us. And when that is being challenged, we don't know who we will become. So it's a transition, but that's what happens when we finish a cycle. For some of you, a karmic cycle. Now remember, the eclipse has a lot to do with it that happened in January 31st. I hope this makes sense. Of course, this will not make sense to you at the beginning of the month. I can almost promise you that, but it will almost always make sense to you towards the end. If you would like the private session, please, that information is down below. I will be honored. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, and for subscribing. If you would like the relationship 2018 messages, that information is down below. I wish you a wonderful month of February. Take care of yourself. Be strong, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.